I was shocked when I learned what Kutya really is. This isn't just an old recipe, it's an ancient, almost magical dish. At first glance, it looks simple. Grains, honey, poppy seeds, dried fruits, but for centuries, people believed Kutya held power. Kutya is older than Christmas. It comes from the ancient Slavs, people who lived in rhythm with nature and believed that certain dishes could connect worlds, carry memory, and protect the living. This is Slavic, here we talk about Slavs, but today we're cooking. And today I'm making the magical Kutya. Why did I decide to show you Kutya today? For many Slavs, Christmas is celebrated tomorrow, on January 7th, because they follow the Julian calendar, which is 13 days behind the modern Gregorian calendar. To make Kutya, we first need grains. Usually, Kutya is made from wheat, but unfortunately we didn't find it in shop, so we have here barley and rice. Why we have two? Because I would really like to try two different variants. We also have ground poppy seeds. You can also use just poppy seeds. We have Slovenian honey and walnuts. Also we have dried fruits, dried apricots, dates and cranberries. Like I said, traditionally wheat was the heart of Kutya, but today I'm using barley and rice. Barley is older, heavier and earthy. Rice is softer, easier to cook, and a symbol of adaptation, of tradition surviving in modern life. Dried fruits are small treasures of winter. Today we have three different options. Dates and apricots bring sweetness and cranberries add sourness, balancing the flavors. Honey brings warmth and hope into the dish. For the Slavs, it symbolizes grace, the small sweetness that life gives after hardships. Nuts add depth, richness and strength to the dish. They represent resilience and wisdom. In Slavic belief, poppy seeds calm restless souls and bring silence between worlds. Even in a humble grain, their meaning is profound. I soaked dry fruits and walnuts in warm water, as well as poppy seeds. Why we need to soak poppy seeds? They become more creamy and they are not so bitter. And for the dry fruits and walnuts, it's just about texture. I also rinsed all the grains. Here's rice, it's 1 part rice, 2 parts water, and here's 1 part barley and 3 parts water. Now I'm gonna cook it for rice for about 15 minutes and barley for about an hour because it wasn't soaked overnight. But actually, this is the way our ancient Slavs ancestors did it. So the rice is ready. I already drained the water from our dried fruits and nuts. I already cut them. And now I'm gonna add honey to poppy seeds and make type of paste from it. So let's do that. I have a really cool tool to help me. It's actually much better to use wood when you take a scoop of honey because metal makes it worse. I don't know scientifically why, but I know it's better to use wood. I didn't put too much honey because I don't want so thick consistency. And I don't want to make it super sweet. So now it's the last step of Kutya is to assemble it. First, I'm gonna take grains, in this case rice, and put it into the bowl. Now I'm gonna add poppy seeds. I'm gonna leave some because we still have the other Kutya, which we're gonna try later. Poppy seeds are added, grains are in here. Now I'm gonna add dry fruits. Just like that. Cranberries. I love cranberries. Some people use raisins, but I love them much more. And we already have two sweet ingredients, so we're gonna use sour to balance the dish. And some nuts, just cherry on top. Just like that. Now the only thing left is to mix it. So let's do that. It's an interesting fact, but Slavs and then later Christians used Kutya at celebrations, in this case Christmas, and funerals. These things don't really go well together. That's at least what I would think. But for our ancestors, Kutya was a symbol of life's circle. Christmas marked birth, while funerals mark departure. That's why this food was really important for our ancestors. Let's first talk about the looks. When I saw it the first time, it didn't really look appetizing, I'm gonna be honest, but I tried to make it the best as possible. And I think the most important part of this dish is the story it tells. So, let's try it. Good, really good. I see myself getting really full while eating this. I would say it's really hearty. I really like the combination of sweetness and sourness from cranberry. I also like the nuts, they add like this crunchiness. And also poppy seeds, they're like really creamy. And I think all the flavors together work really well. Plus the honey, you know it. And I'm a little bit of sweet tooth, so that for me, it's solid 8.5. Don't turn the video off yet. Now I'm gonna prepare the ancient recipe for Kutya, which is made with barley. It's much easier to mix, it's not as thick. There we go, that almost took no work. With the rice I was kind of struggling. Okay, I also wanna add honey. Let's try it. Let's get a good scoop. It's much different. The taste is really similar to our previous Kutya, but consistency it's much different. I would say that I like consistency of ancient Kutya more than of modern Kutya. I hope you enjoyed watching how I made Kutya and learned a bit about the history behind it. Sometimes the oldest traditions still have the most to say, and maybe this one will find its way to your table too. Thank you for watching, subscribe to our channel, like our videos, follow us on our social medias. Merry Christmas and see you in the next video.